Hello and welcome to Making Sales Social Live. How are you
Woohoo!
doing today, Bren?
Hi, Stan. How are you today?
Excellent. And
Oh,
thanks to everyone joining us.
yeah, I'm excited for today's topic. It's a simple one, and it's not really a new topic, but I'm excited about it. And I know you're going to kick us off in just a second. But what I love about this topic is that so many people feel like summer is the worst time to do business. And we're flipping that on its head today. So I'm going to throw it back to you to get us started.
Yes, so we are flipping the script today. Say that three times fast. And we're talking about why summer is the season for social sellers. Um, as you said, Bren, a lot of folks kind of wind things down for the summer because they assume everyone else is. And that actually creates an opportunity for sellers who actually stay active during the summer. And the summer is about 8, 9 weeks, give or take, depending on whether your kids are in school and so forth and so on. But even if folks take a week or two off, they're still in the office the majority of the summer, which means that we can still stay in touch with them.
That's a good point for sure, right? Like just because we think, oh, well, people are away, it's only whatever that is a 10 to 15% of the people are out at any given week.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math, but something in there.
Something like that. Yep. It means that they're around, actually around most of the time. It's not like they're out most of the time. Now, we recognize there are parts of the world where this is different. There are parts of, in some parts of Europe, you can forget about August from what I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
They take a month off, they close their doors. But here in the States,
it is different.
it is different. So let's talk about some things that we should be thinking about or doing in the summer so that we are filling our opportunities for Q4, Q3, the Q3 and 4, because we're in 3, right? Yes. Did we
Yeah,
start 3 almost? I'm
almost. Yeah, and I always lose track. I know 4 is October,
Yeah, so 3 and 4,
backing up. Yep.
right? So we
So
still have a half a year to build.
yes, yep, the years. So one of the first things is that people's inboxes are generally less busy, both their calendar and their inbox.
And their LinkedIn messages.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So you have an opportunity to stand out for sure. So that's the first thing. Definitely less solicitation. Not that we want you to be soliciting, but they still may be getting all the mass marketing, but the individual messages have slowed down.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So you may have more time to set meetings because folks' calendars are not as booked. And your messages, especially the personalized messages, people may actually be able to slow down, take a breath, and take some time to read.
It's interesting, and I love this, right? So um, there's this outreach opportunity where I think because our prospects are slightly slower, they have more time to read your content. And so what I'm going to throw out is we're not saying this is a great time to pitch.
Yeah.
We're saying this is a great time to do resourceful, value driven outreach. Bring value at a time when your prospects have time to take advantage of that value, right? So and to that, I know one of the things we talked about earlier is this is an opportunity that if you earn the right through value, they may have more time to jump on a demo. They may have more time in the calendar to meet with you on a Zoom call where come September, they're all in for end of year focus. They're not quite end of year focused yet, right? They're not like we've got to, they're focused on slowing down, but that gives them opportunities to learn about how you can help them with the end of year.
Yeah. Yep, because end of year is definitely in the back of their mind. It's not here yet, but anyone who's been around for a while knows that it's coming fast.
Absolutely. Yeah. What's another one, Stan?
One takeoff from something that you mentioned is taking the time to actually build relationships during the summer. Just, not all business, but we always talk about bringing value, building relationships, and the summer's a time where you can actually slow down a little bit more and not necessarily stay exclusively focused on business, but focus more on just building the relationships, because that will pay dividends in the long run.
I love that. I think that's really powerful. Another one that comes to mind, based on our conversation, is that, let's say 15 to the 20% of gatekeepers are gone, which means 1 out of 5 of your calls may go directly to the decision maker.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, because that's kind of cool.
Yep. So especially the higher level executives have a person, until AI starts doing it, they still have a person that's filtering emails. So a lot of the emails that you send will never get to the decision maker. It's not even them that deletes it, but it's their admin or assistant or whatever the case may be. So if that person is out enjoying, a week away at the beach, the executive you're trying to reach may have more time to actually consume your email or take a look at the post that you have written.
Yeah, the message, the post, the content, it will more likely get straight through to that decision maker than at other times in the year. So take advantage of that opportunity for sure. I love that. What else?
One other one that you mentioned that I said, oh yeah, how about that, is that over the summer, people may have more time to review contracts, review their existing.
Oh yeah.
And think about, how is this going? And should we start to consider alternatives? And what are we not getting that we wish we had originally gotten when we signed up? So contract review is something that you may not think about, but people may be taking some time to do that.
And if that's your world, right? So if you are a contract person that maybe you're selling a software or insurance or whatever that might be, like if you're, P&C commercial insurance, you can put out content around the 10, I hate to use the word things, but like, the 10 features to identify, or if there's a gap in your coverage, the 10 gaps in your coverage that you could identify over the summer, and then talk about why the summer is a great time to review your insurance contract. So kind of use the summer along with the value that you're bringing to educate your buyers on why the summer is a great time to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then bring enough value that they go, ooh, I really should look at this. I really should be doing this. And so making summer the contract audit time, no matter when, and you can put in there, no matter when your contract is up, this is the best time to review what's changed in your world, where do you have gaps? Are you overpaying for coverage? And why the summer is a great time to do this, because likely you have more time than you will in Q4 to review this.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, I love that. So really, it comes down to just positioning yourself as a resource to help them optimize their time in the summer, whether it's, preparing for Q4, if you can help them do that, if it's, just but positioning your expertise or your solution or your offer as now's the time to review, even if you are not in a decision making position this summer. It's the time to review because you likely have a little bit of extra time, and to ensure that when it is time to make the decision, you're prepared.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
So I know this was a quick one, but I think we kind of covered why it's summer is a great time to actually leverage your relationships and opportunities for social selling. Oh, I'm going to throw out one more. This is also a great time to network with people in person or on Zoom, right? Meet for coffee. Wednesday morning, I have a networking meeting, and I'm really excited about going out and physically being in a room, in this case with 6 or 7 other women, all business oriented. And I'm excited, like, 'cause in the summer you want to get out of the house. Sometimes in the winter
Yes.
you if it's cold, or in the spring when it's rainy, but the summer is like, I got to get out of this air conditioning and get into some fresh air for a little while. It's a great time to meet people in person.
So true. Yep. And in-person networking is back. I believe.
Sure.
Yeah. People are craving that, and in in a time when everyone's wondering what's real because of AI, there's nothing like shaking someone's hand, looking them in the eye, and so forth. The last thought that I had, both from one thing, that continuing to prospect, work, stay in touch with people over the summer does. For you as a seller, it helps you maintain momentum so that
Mm-hmm.
when you stop entirely and then try to get started again to build your pipeline, it is tough.
Agreed. There's
So,
definitely a flywheel effect.
exactly.
So you want to
So,
get that going, which reminds me. So now I have one more, which is, and this is the LinkedIn tip, is take inventory of your first degree connections. This is a great time to search your first degree connections or export your LinkedIn connections into a CSV, an Excel spreadsheet, and go through and see, who should I be talking to that I've been ignoring. This is a great time to do this exercise. So go take, and in the free LinkedIn, if you go up to your search bar and hit enter and then go into people and all filters, you can filter down your first degree connections by industry, by location, and ultimately make the list of the people that you do want to nurture and get in front of and start those conversations. So we'll bring it all in with the actual what to do now tip on LinkedIn, is take inventory of your first degree connections and have a commitment that I'm going to reach out to 4 or 5 people every single day.
Yep. One of those things you don't think you have time to do during the regular year, but summer's perfect time to do it.
All right.
Awesome.
That's our, like, let's bring it in for a landing.
Super. So thank you everyone for joining us. If you'd like to hear more of our podcast, you can go to socialsaleslink.com/podcasts. And we are running events all the time. Yep. We have guest coaching the third Thursday of the month, 1 p.m. Eastern time, where everybody is welcome. So come and invite someone to come with you. And on that note, when you are out and about, remember to make your sales